The Arctic is located in the northernmost part of Earth. It is composed of an ocean, the Arctic Ocean, and of lands. Some important states are part of the Arctic. For example, the United States of America and Canada. In 1909, it was the first time the Arctic was reached by Peary and Hansen. Many animals thrive in the Arctic, from the polar bears, seals, belugas, narwhals, whales, plankton, penguins, and seabirds. The first document is a bar graph. It represents the annual Arctic sea ice minimum area from 1975 to 2024 in billions of kilometer area. It was published by the NASA on October the 19th of 2020. The second document is a text. It is an extract of an article published by an ambassador of Norway to the United States, Kari Haas, on May the 26th of 2016. It shows what were the consequences of the increase of human activities in the Arctic. We can wonder what changes are affecting the Arctic, and what are the consequences of these changes in the Arctic region. In the first time, I will explain the global changes that are affecting the Arctic, and then the consequences of these changes. According to the first document, the sea ice minimum area is decreasing. It was of 6 million kilometer carrier in 1980, and of 3.5 million kilometer in 2020. That shows the increase of temperature that are affecting the Arctic cycle. According to the second document, there are quote mineral. There are quote an increase of the tourism, unquote. Indeed, the increase of the temperature are the cause of global warming. So new sea routes appear. For example, the East-North Passage through Russia, and the North-East Passage through the Canada, through the Bering Strait and few other Canadian straits. There are also an increase of quote in the second document, tourism, unquote. Indeed, it's the doomsday tourism. People wanted to see new animals, for example, polar bears, but to travel to travel, they pollute a lot. That is why we spoke of in the second document of quote an increase of its importance unquote. The author shows the global warming, and in the article there are also mineral and quote mineral and economy and energy resources unquote. Indeed, 20% of the mondial resources are not still discovered, among which 30% of gas of the world and 13% of oil. Thus, the global changes that are affecting the Arctic are several. Now I'm going to present the consequences of these changes in the Arctic region. First of all, people need to protect the Arctic through several organizations. For example, the Arctic Cycle. CARE-Ars speaks in the second document of quote international cooperation unquote and of international community unquote. It designs the Arctic Cycle. There are several countries that are part of this council. The United States, Canada, Greenland, Russia, Finland, Iceland, and Norway. And there are also observer statuses, for example, some European countries which can't make a decision in the Arctic Cycle. And the Arctic Cycle deal with environmental issues and not with political and military issues. And one of these consequences is the need to create an international community. Quote in the second document, it is essential that the international community stands together to secure economic growth, stability, and peace. The CARE-Ars refers to the observer statuses, which can try to influence the debate but can't make decisions. According to CARE-Ars, it is important to imagine potential projects and quote developing renewable energy resources unquote. Indeed, he refers to the, for example, Kolos project in Balangan, which presents a lot of advantages. For example, the temperature, which were very low, low taxes, low real estate costs, and an environment which is very attractive for high qualified workers, and there are a lot of universities that can provide the data center, the Kolos project in Balangan, with students. And in that place there are a good connection um, which is, quote, in full accordance with the interests of the people inhabiting the region, unquote. That is an advantage for the people, for the inhabitants of the Arctic. That is a consequence. So the increase of the temperature is the cause of the sea ice melt, and of the increase of the activities across the Arctic, for example, the shipping activities and of the drilling activity. But to stop this phenomena, peoples create the Arctic Council and, for example, the Coros Project. It will be interesting to see how Singapore, which became rich because of the shipping activity, will try to save its interest in the Arctic, because it is a member of the Arctic Cycle.